Hi, I'm Kabir Advani, CEO of Berco's. Berco's originally, it's a family business. We were originally in the electronic business. My father got space and diversified into a video game parlor, and the video game parlor in Connaught Place had a little snack bar जहाँ पे हम noodles और manchurian बेचते थे. उसके बाद the video game parlor craze was dying down. He decided to convert that little snack bar जहाँ manchurian और chopstick बिकता था into a full Chinese restaurant. It was a very difficult business. Yeah. We were being bullied and blackmailed by everybody. I would say the first 10 years of my probably life would be standing at the door of Berco's and taking customers' name and seating them and giving them tables to sit down. Marketing wasn't a big thing at that time. There was no marketing. Word of mouth was our biggest kind of tool at that time. The only other cuisine which was selling that time was either Indian or little bit of Clays of Nirula's had now that time become very popular. So Chinese food became noodles and Manchurian and chili chicken and all became very popular at that time. At that time eating Chinese food was a cool thing to do. So I guess there's no fixed formula. Few givens are very important. I would say the cuisine itself is critical. It must have a relatively mass audience if you're looking at doing multiple stores. The communication should be very simple and straightforward. There's no compromise to the quality and taste of food, which is the most important thing. They want good quality food, they want good portion, and it should be tasty food. That's the real key. Gimmicks may work very well in your mind, but ultimately in the long run, these gimmicks don't work with customers. I think also this business you have to understand that takes time. You need patience. People give up very soon. Also, when you get into this business, you must have the patience and the financial capability of holding in for a little bit. People try and use Instagram and Facebook. All these things are great. They can bring in customers once. But your bread and butter is not with that customer coming once. Your bread and butter is that customer coming back to you again and again. Focus on the experience, focus on the food, great value. We are in our business because our customers coming back. Our repeat rates are very high with God's grace, and over a period of time have continued to be. Any business, just word of mouth and retaining current customers' loyalty, his experience today is not going to add much value to us. If he's going to come back to us X amount of times over the next many years, that long-term value of that customer is immense, and the team has to understand. Subway for me is dream way of growing, the way they've been able to scale. They've been able to standardize their franchise model, their SOPs, their audits, their control, and complete control of the complete supply chain, and the simplicity of being able to give the same sandwich anywhere that you go. In terms of opening new stores, today I think location is very, very critical. Malls have become a huge opportunity right now. Growing new areas which are not fully developed, I would say you can start with cloud kitchens. That works very well. It's cost effective, and slowly graduate when the business grows and the market develops. Restaurant economics for different restaurants would be different. As far as we are concerned, we are typically looking at about food cost in the range of about 23 to 24%. We are looking at our labor cost of about 12 to 14%, depending on the sale. We are looking at, typically we would like to keep our rental cost at about 10% of total sale. Marketing costs, depending upon initial, would go up to even 5 to 7%, slowly come down to about 3 to 4%. Net anywhere between 20 to 25% margins. We and NRAI were resisting as much discounting, because this disease, once it comes into dine-in, we are going to go the same way like delivery, where people will all become discount seekers. You want to give the customer a discount to experience your brand, but you cannot be dependent on that customer. The deal-seeking customer is a moving customer. He's not your customer. But if you can give him a deal and get him on and then retain him without that deal, that's the story. If you can do that, that's fabulous. I think COVID kind of created a huge opportunity for us. Delivery was only 10% of our business, which grew to nearly, during COVID, it was virtually 100% of our business. For us as a brand, the delivery business, even post-COVID, has not gone down. That business has got established and growing year on year. Even today, we do nearly 35 to 40% of our business online, which was only about 5 to 7% of our business pre-COVID. Start looking at the needs and aspirations of this younger generation. I think today there's a new trend of Korean food coming, which is big. We've introduced a Korean bao to our menu. We introduced Korean fried chicken to our menu. We introduced a couple of ramens to our menu. These are really mass market items. I think Mexican is a big space which people are going to come into. Sushi, ramen, I think some of these Korean products are going to be big stories in time to come. The number of times people out is only growing in this country. We're just sitting on a gold mine right now. So for any brand, I think Tier 2 today is my biggest opportunity. Most of the restaurants that do well in Tier 2 today are multi-cuisine restaurants. But I think today there's an opportunity for specialty restaurants to come in. People are experimental. Balance in life, I think, is critical. Again, depends what age of your life you're in. When you're a startup, you have to be really hungry. So you have to dream, live, eat your restaurant. To keep you continuously passionate about work, that can't go, because the day you lose that passion, is better to not do that and do anything else that you want to do. So that passion is critical at all ages. Traveling is really important. Your exposure to traveling is phenomenal. There are markets which are much more matured and developed. There are learnings from them.